Shababina was checking your time. It's only 40 minutes after 7. Welcome back from the sports break. Kwame faster than it be Tony Montana and I feel thank you for coming up with kickoff. And Brasso to take you all the way to 9:40. But your numbers here 055 0596 929 055 0567 929. I know your numbers are up here. Yeah, Juma. Just it's about messages in the no ever. But kwa homa so na benye Juma way emra na parliament and komwa eguso a ekosui about a year. 4 members of parliament, as I say, the former minority leader, issue motions. Speaker, na afe womo and declare seats in the vacant. We are told, Speaker of Parliament, and will be passing a ruling on this particular motion. Mamene Ora Samuel Obin, any Executive Director, Edema, Parliamentary Network Africa. Na adope mimbi sase. Processes, how is it going? So I'm able to recall good morning, that's saying.
I don't know where you're also.
I already don't mention me here. Now, what question here, I'm told, catch us,
the rich name, Uncle, when or my dog giving. Let's see,
oh, Richard Mom, now dog you. But we are fine.
Yeah, I don't know where you're fine.
Very well. But him say nkɔmɔ a ɛkɔ what follow na when nso go so a edi akyire sɛ yɛbɛtumi ahwɛ baabi a saa nkɔmɔ yi ɛbɛkɔ akɔsi. Again, we are told the Speaker of Parliament, Right Honourable Kessben, and at the parliamentary sitting, will be passing a ruling on this particular motion. Maminchi Okakra on it, per your experience, the provisions of Article 97. Ever down to 1H and then 1G, is it quite unambiguous a year provision and then you be here an interpretation from the Supreme Court? Well,
I think it's an issue of it being an unambiguous provision, except to say we have over the years, and during the period as the Niaba app, been putting maybe partisan emotions to it. Ama shouldn't mean sending a corner because, of course, as a political party, what prepare they will contest in an election, parliamentary election. Now we now come on see or call independent. Now we name say nipa no or independent the chances no bet me how one so chances, and so around that time you could see clearly say nipa na ebi a party ni ana mu nyina mo kambo mu ana mu di tuma bomu no na abedane rancor, right? Abedane exchanges. In fact, na saying even within the NDC, some of these exchanges near the idea with MPs back in 2020 time or a buyer with Formula MP, the exchange the CBR. Now, because of that, it has made us to rush into, in my opinion, interpreting Article 97(1)G wrongly. 97(1)G is the same. I can't remember. It says, selectors say Umra should be the PA on the ticket of a political party.
Okay.
Now it's a period now. Umra should be doing that 4 years now. What is now a political party? What from Amanyoko floor? Yeah. As I see a shrine wakunya ni flu was because Amanyoko ede oba parliament, and yes, Amanyoko na o pese wodom. What was the reason behind this? Some of the wisdom behind this in both our constitution and in other countries are almost our provision, in their constitutions. Is that one more best situation? The premise of the constitution did not want a situation. Party B, because of their financial muscle and also their ability to be able to coerce people, would use those coercive mechanisms to draw people from the other caucuses.
Okay.
8 parliaments, you have 137, 1. Now, so you need some provision in our constitution. MPP say, okay, NDC MPs 10 be according to mo ya chomo so mu na ema ministerial position e be san so discuss appear mo so mo kasa mo jai NDC na mo join MPP na your numbers na encodos for parliament, right?
Yeah.
Because the premise wanted to avoid things like this. So almost say, so yes, I'm poor. That 10 no, they'll lose their seat and they'll have to go and recontest. And there's no guarantees that when they recontest, they would win. So these were measures to avoid these kinds of things. If you know, they are quite clear. If you came in as a member of a particular party during the period of your tenure, you have jumped ship and want to become a member of another party or have become a member of another party, you lose your seat. The second part of Article 97(1)(g) actually says, "What be mu as a member of a party, but you want to stay on now as an independent, right? And also you lose your seat. But I don't have to say yeah, stretching or interpreting say." So me stay on in the next parliament as an independent and also try to say me losing the seat. Personally, I don't think that is my reading of it. Okay. In that, my filing nominations for the next parliament. In that next parliament, I may say, Ninyahua may move as an independent, not this current parliament, especially when there are also just a few weeks to elections and to the end of the tenure of this parliament. Unless they are a party now, I say, okay, they may what me assign, what pamu me free party, then that particular provision in the constitution which says that when your membership in the party is withdrawn there, then you have to lose your seat or come. So I think we need to look at these matters and look at it very clearly so that we don't have any errors in interpretation-related matters. Final aspect of it.
Kessben.
Hello, Sammy.
The final aspect of it, Article 97(1)(h). In the H, I know the address says the Parliament as an independent. Now, if you don't, and also you may have to lose your seat because over parliament, so they are catching a woman for and say, independent member of parliament. They're about the same Wakodom Amanyuku. And so I think that in the case of the 4 MPs, these are the dynamics that will have to play out. And I hope that the speaker experience with managing parliament, will be able to help him to do the right thing. Because our experience here as far as parliament is concerned. And I hope that experience guides him.
Very well. We'll live to see the outcome of this whole brouhaha at the end of the ruling of the speaker. We'll be back here once again to have a conversation. I don't pay my now, Sami. Hello. Very well. Me that say, and Samuel Obeyna Benino, Eddie and Como, Executive Director, Eddie Ma, Parliamentary Network Africa, joining us with his perspective. I don't pay. And it is expected Speaker Backben will have a ruling on this particular subject at the sitting of a year Parliament. And now, we'll try and see, you bring a finality to this particular matter, sir. And those are some of the conversations, and what must say, I don't pay, Eddie and Como. But if I be Ghana rice na Ghana rice there papa would drama show na Ghana mo a yatu ye bo ase aye free on my Ghana mo ye dua wa ha ye so ho Ghana ha ana ya packaging and nice and neat and the amount Ghana ha mpacho ye mfa bibia no emfrem mo enti anopai se utie me na open rice wo be yisu for all your event ebeboa wo yie pa dia anopai Ghana rice ana esese oma wonsa etime ekabi na ebeboa wo ebetwetwe dom e amount ne titu mo amoye aduane eton mo amo pretty eye restaurant ahodo ni nyina no Montry Ghana rice na mobedi ho adanse pa in your domestic homes no mpacho mo pe eye emo mudia ebeboa mo apomodin ye pa dia Ghana rice ana esese wo ma wonsa ekabi e wodwaman so ba bia se open dodo mo atu na opese obeye agent utu beton so dia anope Ghana for abie kwan no e dia to ho se wo ba wo mo no obedi nkomo na afenhye kakra bi e wo ho no wo mo atimi aboa ama wonso wadi so pepepe na wo sana afi yetu dudu mu pa e de amba no waton e de anya sika ego bottom open dudu mu to obeko abeka la pass police container no enchen hɔ apɛ ana obɛkɔ obehu omo ɛwɔ hɔ na woni wo mo adi nkɔmmɔ frɛ omo on 0537 029 464 0537 029 464 and after 0207 676197 0207 676197 na when the Amagana rice any enkomo anope mpacho wombejo so pa na opposing na drono eye imbustable mixture anope uye obia wo immune system no akwaden no akɔform pacho yare kakra bi ɛka wa na abo ɛde wato form there ɛsɛsɛ wo ma wonsa ɛka ɛyɛ imbustable mixture enro no ebi na wobetu wo yare ni nyina no ase ɛde aba again ebe boost immune system no ama one kasa body system no etimi fight yare ahodo nyina anopai imboost no no odi wani ekyeremu ɛwɔ herbal shops ahodo ni nyina no pacho obenya bi ato ɛwɔ hɔ owɔ nkran ha obekɔ okanhye drug lane ɛhɔ obenya bi ato bebre ɛwɔ hɔ owɔ ɛyɛ tamalin important so pacho herbal shop bi a wonim pharmaceutical shop bi a wonim bia no boremo na kope bi eto ebeboa wo ye se open dodo mu atu ayusu dia obefre imbus for on 0246 208496 0246 208496 na when imbus taba mixture for any enkomo anope womo ebeje so na afi womo timi aboa na womo aboa ya no pay ye papa na me bacho I don't pay so would see me na wo ye juba ye ku a ye frɛ wo mo senate the social security and national insurance trust what you mo nka da de yes I want you wo mo nka so I don't pay me come for senate contributions no e dia ma the teacher on is senate for e package a ye friend survivors benefit the senator for Adaroma, and you may be a way Kakraka will contribute to the mass selection. Senator Adaroma said, Nay, wouldn't hold me a boy. One way you were bushy up for Ma, Yeremo, Mammy, Papa. And then Crawford will perceive what more benefited from a year of contributions that we had the cost in it. Survivors benefit, Ebe cover what we are. I don't pay so we yeah, Juba. And the ma buy we Juma the ma individual companies, private ones. Na and they wouldn't to senate and pacho. Would that chinty and who be here pa? Say ube to me a quarter register with senate. Said you be I won't in your absence, mano anyway, you're a some fast way pa. Training it out and benefiting from the survivor scheme and they senator for at the now the teacher only said one more the number of months and years I will contribute. I feel one more about a year. I was getting in a very big lump sum. They make to be a boy, my woman, so I share come back. But Joe, would ye, there will be a channel pay to an more, make to be a boy, not a boy with Bushia. So when it will be a boy that will Bushia, no one near and quiet woman to talk. I don't pay, they deliver the best and they deliver on their promise. In terms and conditions, I know, yes, as I said, we'll go through the process now, register with Snake. Said on your demise, your family and the people you leave behind, ever surviving. I don't pay some person when listen it for Edim Koma. Watch out for one more on 0302 611 622 0302 611 622. And as reach out to them, social media platforms are doing it at Senate Ghana. That when they were more in the answer was so. Senate survivors benefit. They deliver on their promise. I don't pay make it a point of our Hoshimo and the boy we faster than it my eclipse collateral management eclipse for Adaroma, but try to pay what was me more money and I'm more yes when Japan and Cratadia one more the year Juma that one more to your commission Kessia pa and which is a wood man of pay na will be away Japan why and Crata to a Japanese one. I don't pay from Crata 70 in a bed down that one find Juma in Chiesica ever home and Fabao and what you know but you will be open loan and your free bank now so when you collateral I don't pay eclipse to Sebra one more access facility I open now one more share the value of a year collateral one more the support why the Buama was sick I won't search me don't pay eclipse and this one who bad say one more boa and crofo and war here. Who here Bremo said ya be ya. To so my panso ebeba. I feel over to another year. And it's winning eclipse in Comado pay on 0266 999020. 0266 999020. And after 0302551877. Now when the eclipse collateral management in Comado pay. But drop on my track, Quadenta New Site, Abakan Street. Now, when you were more ending, come more in free from. Think safety and a dissenting. Alright, shall we pay? And Kobobi Koso and war a year, the Western region, and particularly in the NDC. The National Democratic Congress and brother Joe Anna EC Edin Krataba Bonte so say the parliamentary candidate for the NDC in that constituency Maakye Joanna Jan Kujo one more are disqualified from contesting that seat on the ticket of the NDC. Now the tintin in the ticket no and it's after some parties no a year primaries wo a year no asumdwe friend asumdwe ebi ma party ni muda ewa Memphis Central na Owura Peter Kwachiaka a wono no eyem Bedwani ene Joanna Jan Kujo and a contest here in that particular primaries na womo ewie ye no akwa nsem bebre na no e dia ba isan sitting MP no edi nkukuo in that particular primary na the tension the chetia no and it is alleged say Maakye Joanna Jan Kujo wonye party ni. In fact ekwaya wo fa so the membership card of the NDC was quite fictitious, and his coming into the party as a member. Afe wenya akwenya ediasabe contested primaries, quite questionable, and these are legitimate concerns. Some party people within the constituency are raising for a very long time. NDC party, sir, at the national level and the regional level, one more try, sir. Kessben. One more consolidate the misunderstandings between some of the party persons in that particular constituency. But consultations are one more no anye juma. Wobi mo apeja semno edi akwa kodai a year secondary high court se wonhwe na wontena semno so enkabi emfama womo. Court no emeki order se ene in September se ene maame no entimi emmone ho so se woye parliamentary candidate edema NDC unless say asenia ekoso ewo high court no ni nyina no akwa kosi na wieye ansa da wobetimi afred ho say woye parliamentary candidate na ebia court no akabia ma no anasa petition a eye high court no any rate no so ebia wo mo ede call ye no court no edi asem no so in their favor ekoba de say court ni decision no ana ebegina. Now, Electoral Commission said based on this particular order and analysis of the High Court in an interrogatory injunction at Womodeba earlier, and they Mameno disqualified from contesting the 2024 parliamentary elections in that constituency. Just a while ago, the legal affairs director of the NDC, lawyer Dujita Maklo, Edi Nkomo Ewo, or say party legal team take the situation up. Na wamwa say wamubetimi a find a solution together with the Electoral Commission to all these matters eguso ekoso ewo the High Court. But what are some of the effects? Effects in say 1 year kasei Peter Kwachiaka, the sitting member of parliament, wojina NDC Frank Asun Eko Bedwam no wa file say or contest as an independent candidate. NDC for filing Joanna Jan said one also contested on the ticket of the NDC, but they say easy are disqualified. What it means is that in that constituency, the National Democratic Congress say ye kasa no pay one more parliamentary candidate in that constituency. Now earlier on, information that you gather, there was an independent candidate Bakwa, your friend Dr. Kwame Appiah. Wanono seem to be sympathizing with the NDC. For that reason, vis-a-vis Senkang disqualification, the NDC may want to fall on Kwame Appiah. Now, an open information I'm gather from the constituency indicates that even after the filing, 2 weeks here, Anna Kwame Appiah Kubi are stepping down. Say, no, and tokwa air kosuni no, etu akwotre de atwe enti no se sadia maame no contested one of the one non contested bi enti we withdraw from the race, and this is where the NDC stands to suffer because Kwame Appiah now nominations you're close. The question is that will the Electoral Commission reopen nomination to ensure say NDC may be filing a new candidate now, or one more a filing that every and still easy ebekoso ede womo organize the election in that constituency. But there is a deliberate call from Peter Kwachiaka, the sitting member of parliament for Amenfi Central. Ma yentieno in an interview na Yemra.
You can have it. I mean, there has been precedent that the former foreigner MP also did the same, and his seat was declared. Well, not because 2 months you can't have re-election, and he went ahead and won the election. So, but because there is precedent, because Right Honourable Speaker Michael Kwame declared that that was the way to go. Now, if you go to the article very well, if you go to the article and the condition in the Constitution, it says that you cannot cross-campaign. I mean, if you are NDC, you cannot tomorrow get up and say that you are MPP. And I believe that is why they put that clause there, to avoid that. Because before, when that clause was not there, if you are NDC, the next day you could walk to the other side and then come back. So prevent that, they put this clause. I believe, I'm not a lawyer, I'm an engineer, and that if you are independent, you cannot change your situation in parliament there, that you are independent now, you want to become an NDC or MPP. I believe that is the reason why that clause was put there, because now I have not declared that I've left the party. I'm only declaring my intention that in the next parliament, I want to be an independent. And so if somebody is also an NDC or MPP now, and he wants to go independent, he's not saying that he's leaving MPP. He's saying that in the next parliament, he doesn't want to go with MPP again. I believe that's how I understand it.
So you are ready for the consequences if the seat is declared?
Well, of course. If you take any action, there should be a reaction. So you must be ready for it. What is it? Because if you say you are going independent and the speaker rules that your seat is vacant, what can you do? You cannot challenge the law because there has been precedent already. I know there has been precedent, but sometimes in court, judges make mistakes. So it depends on the speaker what he's also going to say. That whether if you declare your intention for the next parliament to stand in the name of another party or independent, it means that now your seat should be declared vacant.
That is Peter Kwachiaka, the member of parliament for Amenfi Central constituency in the Western region, speaking to that effect. Now, we come to that shortly. Now, Yebisa say at the party level, at the end of NDC as a party, Richard for Mustafa Gbandi to Subami na yeni no any and komo. Now, send me your concerns. Now, yentimi any ewu NDC and komo. Those of you who are more chenamuti from the Amenfi Central constituency. Quite an interesting dynamics are able to play out in the upcoming election. Just about 51 days more to the 2024 elections. Now, nominations, you're closely dada. And DNA ABC for the NDC. Kwachiaka is saying that one of the still when declare say we free NDC mo party no support no money winning seat no na afi one party no and so embra meye adwuma. Now is the NDC ready to soften their stance on this particular member of parliament? One morning na kasa after say Olusi party in primaries not yet. Why not doing say wunyemu obekoso contested as an independent? We'll get onto the conversation shortly. Not anywhere the home come. But on the other side, now he's thrown a challenge to the former president John Dramani Mahama. Say he must declare his stance on illegal mining. Say Ghana for to Obama na kwanya obefaswa. Obefighting galam say no one kama Ghana for nyina no ente. Mayentie the president that Yemra.
This Galamsey matter, which has risen a lot in Ghana today.
Kessben.
In the last election, in the mining districts of the country, the MPP did very badly. largely because the NDC presidential candidate and the party had gone around the mining areas and saying that the policy that I was implementing of trying to stop Galamsey would be reversed when he came to power, and that those who were already in jail for offenses, the Galamsey offenses, all of them would be amnestied. When I said I was putting my presidency on the line, that's what I meant. That I was prepared to take the political risk involved in trying to deal with this Galamsey phenomenon. The result, of course, was that the mining districts, especially in the western region, all of them, including almost nearly even Takwa, was lost to the NPP. That is what I meant when I said I'm putting my presidency on the line. That I was prepared to take the political risk involved in coming to grips with this problem. Today, he's saying that no, he doesn't believe in jailing, that he's against Galamsey, that he will enforce the law. So once again, we have to ask ourselves, Mr. J.M., where do you stand? What are you telling the people of Ghana? Because every time you speak from one corner of your mouth and you speak from another corner of your mouth. Let us hear from you direct, straight up, what do you stand for? We need to know.
Kessben. That's President Akufo-Addo, His Excellency, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo speaking up north to a party faithful side. Quite an interesting dynamics to the whole issues on Galamsey. But I seem to agree with the president. The NDC and John Dramani Mahama must be forthcoming with their stance on this. Last week, Dr. Tony Obin was in the studio, former Minerals Commission boss, and he stated a lot of things that the NDC would want to do. Ghana for Etuaba Emma Womua. But clearly, maybe John Mahama will have to speak again. President said, Kasa directs, don't speak at the other corners of your mouth. Nah. Quite an interesting one. Marija for that to say, Marima Mohammed, the Royal Samba actually to the studio for the very first time. He's a member of the NDC. Awa Mohammed will be joining us shortly from the NPP. Now you have this conversation. Mohammed, good morning. As you're saying,
Abume.
Eradiado.
Mahoya Paseska.
Oh yes, you're saying
Ska.
Sir. I see. What you want to say?
I mention OBBOT and Opanosha no pay. Party of the Ed na NDC is coming to power.
I see.
Now you OBBOT man no pay. John Mamani NDC mention about say every vote that comes in our favor will be counted, and that vote is going to be declared a winner. Naman Sanchez is John Domani Mamani na Bedeche Prof. NDC as a political party, we are winning the election as American, and every survey that people are conducting in this country point to the fact that our policies are resonating with people, and the 24-hour economy is really the game changer. The only thing I can tell, NDC is working and NDC is winning, inshallah, 2024.
More Juma, I remember more winning elections.
Yes, Juma, Juma pa. And no, just let me just add it. I mean, that our national communication officer Sami Jemfini, our minority leader, to force any legal team boss Edoji yesterday when our constituency Kwankwe North. Now Ombeji Dumedi Kessben pa Sajumedi no, I know certainly say it's going to is the victory of NDC in the Kwankwe North. It's assured because no Oshe Jumedia Ombeji
Kwankwe North yet Teresa, right?
Teresa Ladi Awuni.
Yes. Okay. That constituency is a tough one.
It's never tough for us, NDC, because
coming face to face with Dokuya, right?
Yes.
It's a high contest in that constituency.
It is never a high contest. I've been in that constituency for 33 years, basically born and bred in that constituency. And share the behavior, the demeanor of the people of Kwankwe North.
Okay.
We value and prioritize development over just politicking. And yet now, a sitting MP somewhere, so I'm passing with Bob Brown or Hanka. This is a time for her to go back to her constituency and just go and tell them what he has done for them for the past 8 years.
I don't know your momo creation.
It's not our creation, but the fact is that
momo creation to indicate say wa more brabia we Kwiapem North and was stepping down.
Unim. Sesia oko.
NDC for ne.
Anya NDC for.
Yes.
Oko Kropon North ene.
Kessben.
Opa, you are a journalist. Just conduct survey. Send what is a conduct. Juma Ben or me tell mama and Keneba, Mbapa Nordna from Boko. Today, if I become MP at Boko, my ancestral land, where my family comes from, and I refuse to do anything there, what did you say? Obi concerns what develop. So clearly, what you are trying to say is, Doku has no record in Kropon North. We've gone there. People from there are talking to us. And our parliament, if Oko Parliament, I'm friend honorable for the past 7 or 8 years. The only word
I said they will say same about your sitting member of parliament.
Yes, I'll go there and tell you the number of things and the contribution my MP has done in parliament. Her submissions. Doko has never submitted anything in parliament. You are a journalist, you can go to it. But I can tell you things that Teresa has done in parliament, her representations. Inti now, and I mean, because MP before come or can't not. Because MP youth are can't not. Are you aspiring to become an MP? For you to just rise through the system for someone to come from a different constituency MP. Charlie is an insult to us. We won't do that. Integrally, this is a signal to all Kanko North people. Omunyama to me say it's better we stick with Obana. She has done a tremendously what was.
We all be in yes, but
yeah, well, Obana, that still Obana, the original one, because we have it's just like a biological mother and a
adopted mother.
Yes, because no, Cecilia Kasai or Parliament or a couple for seats to me. And yes, still a PC in a different constituency.
Yeah.
4 years now, you're the man with Kropono. Your father and your parents are from a Kropono. That's your ancestral land. Then why your mom? We challenge the court to tell us what she has done for the people of Kropono. For the extent say, yeah, but Gina Tumo Kwanko no say on Betina as MP. We had people from NPP who are competent enough to be MP. Let me share a secret with you. 2 days to election, almost election. One of the executives told me, look, the hand that is holding Dokua is bigger than the constituency. Say Dokua will go through. Because somebody somewhere is pushing her through. And you see, constituency, for the past 24 years.
You don't think that hand, will still come through for her in the general election?
That hand can only work around MPP delegates, but not the total constituent.
I see.
That one is because we prioritize development.
Teresa Awuni still winning or can't win not.
I'm putting on record. Kessben FM, Teresa Awuni is winning with a bigger margin.
In Okankwe
North.
I see. We'll get to that conversation. Now, analysis. I know, sir, constituency, that contest, a heated one, because for Dokuya to have come from the Kwiapem North constituency, won the primaries in Okankwe, in the New Patriotic Party, now contesting on the ticket of the party in that constituency, it makes it, a serious contest.
But you know, with money and influence, you can go to the delegate than win the main election.
I see.
I'm a delegate, 300 or something delegate. You see, and I don't want us to go into the scandal exchange because it happens across all the political parties. But clearly, for you to go through the few delegates doesn't mean you are going to be the look.
As a party like the NDC, the presence and work more constituency and in any case, Dokuya is within the constituency, right? What's now for a very long time. Yes. So how then does he become a candidate?
Yes. Let me tell you today. Anybody listening to me? I'm a youth chief in Niboy Town, Okankwe North. I moved to Niboy Town 1983 to this age. And I can give the demarcation where Dokuya claims he lives. It is not part of Okankwe North.
That's not what you want.
No, you want you have a friend of Rama Church, close to Rama Church. Me tell you, Makodi grow Dokuya Mufieda. Her twin brothers were my friend when they were attending Chumota.
Yes, but he's been there.
You are not getting it. What I'm saying is,
you want ne papa fie wo ho watsena ho wakodi agro wo Mufieda.
No, means that. No, you are not getting. I said,
the person has been with you.
No. We live with demarcations. You understand that?
Me too.
There are constituencies are Ochaka Kwenkwa, you are in different constituency. If you can't go North or can't Central, and Trobo where she lives, where the parents were living, Trobo Amasama around Kingsby, anybody listening to me will know the demarcation is not it's not part of Okankwe North. It's just a border. You understand that? Where she lived and grew up and went to school was Trobo Amasama. Maintenance in place because it's demarcations. I grew up and so work until I take advantage. Say if she has failed in Okopon North and she wants somewhere to hang, then okay, I think I stay close to this constituency. Let me just go there. Kelly, where she lived, I'm there here to provide the address of where she lived.
Kessben. I see. But we know as Muhammad, the fight is on, but we will be facing it off. That constituency. You need the because quite an interesting contest.
Very interesting.
One no more and with a boy, constituency or cry.
Okare Central.
Baba Sadek and Minia Bema, Patrick Boama. Quite an interesting contest as well, a tough one for all the two. You need the constituencies that you will be coming up with the analysis. But Mohamed, my answer now we'll begin with a Memphis Central statement. EC Deba and Dra and more party the Atumu say condition this situation. NDC as a party, say in that constituency, say money candidate be a Mamintio on that, Namintio on the entire issues are ECOSO in Parliament about a year 4 members of Parliament more kase yen declare mo seat in a vacant. Na yen toaso.
Okay, I mean I'm now I mean fi issue since yesterday my dream say I hope what happened in SAR where people were denying representation in Parliament is not going to happen. Because how I started and symptoms no as a way. Now, I'm happy you spoke with our legal director, Edwoji, and the party is going to do something about it. But the Meso Kaka me found say, OSHA situation what the EC sought to do is the EC is not respecting the court orders. Because Anopena Mene Professor Azar, I was trying to ask his views on some of these things. And clearly OSHA, the EC, the injunction that was placed in 2003, NDC conducted a new elections in the same constituency where this woman won. Now, according to OSHA report now, that election now where the injunction was placed now, and this is a new one. So until the court orders as to whether the injunction goes through or not, the EC for now has no qualms with whatever is happening. That's my understanding of the law. But you see, clearly, the EC needs to consult the NDC hierarchy before this step was taken. You know why I'm saying that?
Me too.
Not President B, as almost President B, the court has ever ruled on it. And that has to do with the same thing. In the court of law, when they are president, I think the easy way to do is to go by the president.
President,
yes. You see, in the, let me quote the court. Because the principle is also okay. According to Professor Azam, this principle, what is happening, is not a novel.
Kessben.
Also, in the Republic versus High Court, ex parte Pekun the second, that's Chief 2021-22. Okay, I don't want to mention the court, but the court clearly stated that the mere filing of an application for interim injunction seeking to restrain a chief from performing the functions of a chief will not operate to restrain him from performing the functions of his office when he had not been distilled and the court had not so ordered. Into clearly now, OSHA, what is happening now? I think another document where an election was held in 2004. Into the injunction was on 2023. This new one clearly brought a winner. Into I'm not a law person. But the NDC today, our stance today in that constituency is not shaken because we believe, this situation is not a situation that is going to stop the woman from going.
Electoral Commission is simply, distancing itself from court battles. One more enya petition, so a free constituency, the more about indicating, court no ama orders in forms of injunction. Injuncting by minister and Manon Karine as a parliamentary candidate. For that reason, EC said, and some were court, they cannot sit back and look on to say, one more accepted the documentation of the woman to contest in that constituency. Now, the question is that party no mobile days say because nomination no exclusive data.
Nomination is close, but OSHA, what we are doing, the worst that can happen. In the worst case scenario, let me put it that way, we have to just follow on our old MP. In the worst case scenario. And OTN in some of our Kanakasana, NDC no ewonimu.
Oh, the MP na money na kasa.
Yes. Yes, but what you tell in interview now? Our kasa still the party support him in case we are not able to go through this. The party support him to win. Utia interview now kasa. He said it so clearly. You see, these are court issues, and court issues as the legal team is going to take up. But as a party, we are very confident of that seat. We are because Araba Kona disqualified. No, they were supposed to be 3 NDC people on the same ticket. The other guy, a sympathizer of NDC, though. Into clearly, Osha constituency now, we have the men to win the seat, but just that I say acquire tournament, and Osha the current MP so say the lady used dubious way in the winning elections. So one of the reasons he started to say he will influence some people to I don't know how to is it. As I said, I don't want to dwell much on it. I don't have much way to talk about it. But since the lawyers are so much there, I think the good thing is going to come of it. But our sitting there is not going to go into the hand of an MPP, trust me.
Kessben.
Just because the events and Kwame Appiah Kubi two similar situation and he won. And clearly, we are not perturbed, we are not jittered at all. So Kate, at least we have somebody to stand for us. And clearly we are not perturbed. And maybe when baby you see what is happening clearly in the MPP today, where we have 4 of their people going for independent. Clearly, it tells you the crack in the NDC party, the MPP party. Yes, the Nanado and the executives of the MPP, they've not been able, because the issue of the crash that led to the flag bearer elections is still lingering in the party. Now, about 60 of them are going to go for independent.
Kessben.
What is happening today is, Mao Dokua example. Let me bring it here to justify something. The reason why the MPP today is recording a lot of independence is the attitude of fostering MPs on people. Sitting somewhere to decide who becomes a PC in the constituencies. And I'm an MPP. They are suffering with independence. And can they get more than this? In my area, say it happen. Ken Kranti, who has been part of us since Kotogo, Echo fat, so independent. Can't you disqualify Kranti 6 or 8? And I know this is happening in places. But a point of fact, say the cracks in MPP and the management of MPP currently, they failed MPP. Now, me know because different constituencies. I don't want to mention his name. Where an executive member was asked to make sure a particular candidate win on MPP ticket. Particularly, independent issues now, it is the result of them not being able to manage their party very well. And Alan issue is one of the major issues America. Say the Alan people that were left in the party. I spoke with one of them, and you know what? I see those of MPP for now, butterfly now we left in the party now. Some of them were treated badly. The reason why a lot of them today are not happy with the current MPP leadership.
I see.
Since Alan, if he more or not in a party, no, yet me mean to cry in front or 2 will be no. Because they've seen them to be how will I put it the dark how will I put it the black sheep among the party. Let me put that with the black sheep. Particularly independent is as a result of what is happening in the MPP. And you see, when this issue crop up and the minority wanted to trigger the Articles 97.
It's not that you wanted to, what trigger already? There is a motion waiting the ruling of the speaker. What trigger already?
We've triggered it, but you see, if you look at criticism from the MPP, it clearly tells you say MPP as a political party now, when the law favors them, they support it. But when the law is not in their side, they don't support it. Okay, Professor Maakye ruling no. We're in this country when MPP supported it. The same ruling today, you have an issue with it. But in any case, we are journalists. What is Afenyo Maakye? What is seeking to get? Is it the interpretation of the law or placing injunction on? Because Bagbe is yet to rule. So going to the court, are you going for interpretation of the law, or you are going for injunction?
He has stated clearly, say, or call for interpretation of Article 97
of the law.
GH.
You see, that's where the hypocritical. That's so hypocritical. You are not waiting for the speaker to pass his order, but you run to court because I'm the another man training, sir. You see, clearly, when we are testing laws and when we are working as democratic parties, we should make sure that when the law is working, we should all support it to work. Because, time will change. All the other support here. But you are saying the speaker who has not given his order is working ultra-virus. I don't get it. We are waiting for the speaker to come out with his ruling. But I believe sincerely, the speaker, astute lawyer, and somebody who has been in parliament for long, it's a law and he's going to do the right thing today.
Very well. Babeda was Mohammed the Royal Samba, NDC rep, and I was saying in Kano. Mohammed Awa, I late. We are waiting, sir, Obe joining in now. Yadin Comodian in Nano at so 25 minutes after 8. But me faster than it be my Bayport savings and loans now, and pay Bayport for other room and patch out one more. Asoye mo na Bayport akofa fixed deposit investment. Edia ba enti and pay say what ye bra na baby account with Bayport savings and loans na fixed deposit no also bra baby ebeboa emfaso na ebeba so no eye bebre pa interest no edoso enti all you need to do no and say when you want more any enkomo mpacho branch bi a wonim bi a Bayport branch bi no anopay only one more din koma one more ebeje so say o wasem bi sebi efa nkomo a ye de ho a o from numbers na one more bekasa na afi one more yiwa no na bibia no aye kama from one more on 0245 153283 0245 153283 and after 0263 007922 na when you want more any nkomo say ukita 5,000 Ghana cedis a but you utimi a fixed deposit be for 3 months 6 months and I say 1 year na when they Bayport for a 2 anamo abom ebeboa wo ye pa say o ankra ha 2 anamo ekopiebo ewo eye kokomlemle ATTC school no enche ho ape na when they Bayport for any enkomo anopay womo ebeje wo so your future now anopay womo adaroma ana aboa ye na a Moscow Estate Ghana Limited for there womo adaroma enti ensase nyina no you say man so twe bi eba ho bia no say okọ eye e Moscow ko adia mpacho womo yi ni nyina no e de free ho langas sembia no ene e Moscow for ensase ho anopay if your dream no ene say ubetimi a start your project na wasase no ba bia say auto free eye Moscow for asoye mpacho womo de womo namra kwan so ene ahemfo no edi nkomo agye ensase no ayen krata asem ni nyina no ama bibia no akoye eno nti anopay oto asase efiri omo nchen a ontu sika engu da biara da but one plot no 70 by 100 and no your full plot 15,000 or the 3,000 cedis beto ase na afi one amount 12 months na the akane nyina no wachecha nka krakra afi ope half plot na 100 by 35 and no 9,000 Ghana cedis but ubetia 3,000 na afi one more amount 6 months 6 months no odi betia de akane nyina no nka krakra na afi wo project no watimi efrase se upo mo kira kwan a one more ewo Spinters Road no eso one more any Allied filling station no edi enhwene mo ewo community 18 junction and pay only one more ending come on 0553 840-646 0553-840-646 and after 0553-838730 0553-838730 na when a year it must conform any enkomo anopay na womo ebejo so no mo ahwo ama bibia no echime akoye e de amount 28 minutes after 8 ma mene medima for Heba Center for ending komo emra yaba yabetwa enkomodie ne so sisia ba memba wo mo ache na memba wo mo akwaba araje baje
Mejo so penikase
that is say
twedi ampo adaro mo de na che na won so e
erade adom me so be ho ye twembe microphone ne kakra
ye da nyame ase
dog ho to say
nyame adom dog ho ye
dog ho ye di mafofo nyina so ho ye
obia ho ye ye de nsia di firi ho e de ma wo ne watiefo ne wahwefo nyina na no pe
me ne matiefo ne wahwefo nyina so je so my ni nkomo mfiri me di mafo so ye na minche
Meda say mame mfanchia shronko emfamfiri medimafo Herbal Hospital doctor time da so eda no mfama obi biara ne ohwe ene ne wotie ene anopei na menka nkyerɛ sɛ wapomodinti ena medimafo Herbal Hospital tambia no ye ba radio ene TV so ne obedi nkomo ne kyerɛ sɛ ope baabi a yare adokrowo eno nti ohia yaresa medimafo Herbal Hospital ade ba ko ne sɛ krom ha hospital bebre ene wo krom ha nanso sɛ me no kasa na no paya na me tufo aka kyerɛ sɛ baabi a metimi de me nsɛse me bo aka kyerɛ sɛ oba ayaresabia no ɛhɔ no wayaresa no guarantee medimafo Herbal Hospital poku ase mayira kuma se yabu akwa atwoma gogo ma me ne papa me ni aba ma wutie me na wohwe me ɛna no pɛyi me ka kyerɛ sɛ sabra me no kasa no Dr. Tam da so atena se poku ase mayira enti obi biara yare edokoro no efiri utiri so kosi unase no medimafo Herbal Hospital esan se ose udimafo ne asafo awurade sɛ de atwerɛsɛm na kan yɛ sɛ yenni aduaba ne mfa haban no mfa nsa yare no ahaban ahodo a Dr. Tam da so ebra onyankopɔn bi enani no wura mu kwaye dɔtɔ no ɛkɔhwɛ sɛ haban ahodo bibi te sɛ kakapempen edua ɔyaw san so na nufotrem krama akɔte no mu nyina aye nnua ahodo ne nnubra ɛwɔ wura mu na doctor de abafie na ɔde nyarwa ahodo dodo na eno nti na doctor ka kyerɛ sɛ wɔde ne nsa esi ne bo sɛ nyame a ɔbɔ ɔsoro na ɔbɔ asase nti sɛ woba medimafo Herbal Hospital ho ɛbɛtɔ ɛna ɔka sa kyerɛ sɛ woba a wɔde time to yare no so yare ben na ha wo yare ben wo nipadua no mu a wankasa no wonti woda wontumi na sanso na wonante wontumi nante no kwasam no sa me no kasa obi wo ho a obenante be 15 minutes no obegina be 30 minutes ansa na koma ne bɔ ne peli afi obi wo nso otena se kakra na ne nase atata ni nyina medimafo Herbal Hospital Dr. Time da so ɛhɔ na wo so ba no the time to yare no so poku asema yira kuma ase yabu akwa atwoma gogo o fra medimafo Herbal Hospital 0244 774282 0244 afei time number obesan so afre biem eka ho 0245 44 9592 0245449592 and after 0500727215 0500727215 medimafo Herbal Hospital na sentia ya tembia doctor eka edi ne nsase ne boka se wono o ba na so ya o saw yare ene se ese ansa na nifrani beto bo abo no na onim se ne nan esi bibi so anu nti ne nan esi bo so onim se okoto a ebo no ofa Dr. Time da so anim se oba na kachi a abibiduro ene ode saw yare ade ba akwa wo medimafo Herbal Hospital ne se o ma medimafo Herbal Hospital e ma doctor nse ndiro mfa ma se kokonom e wo bra won hwe nipaduanum wonhwe mojanum enhu yare kura hawo obi betimi aba oni ne din koma obeka se bia me ha na ye me ya nanso ntumi nkyere se yare we na ha no enu nti oba medimafo Herbal Hospital enu nti ne atwa scan ho ye lab ho enu nti ne lab technicians no so de o ma ben pa book mu ana afe emfidi a waso use no so ni mu enu nti oba lab de ama no results ne pepepe o ma medimafo Herbal Hospital am ye nye lab mfa ma e ma onko ba bi ma onko ye lab foforo me nka bibi from fanchero ye be ka bibi foforo ba bi a kyerɛ na ɛhye wɔnom no wo ma ɛhye de ɛnhu lab no mo yɛ so yie ɛno nti me se tuanamon ɛbra medimafo Herbal Hospital ɛnyɛ obi ɔyare nkwa na wɔ so ɔba medimafo wobetumi aba amia check onipadua no nyina ɛnkenka ne wa ɔpɛ so otu kwan brane check onipadua no nyina hwɛ sɛ onipa akwa no bibia pepepe ansa na watu kwan sɛ de be ya yare nkwankɔbɔ bia wo hwɛ me na no pɛn efiri ama ahodoɔ so kan na hyɛ no nso sɛ enipa dodo na free Ivory Coast eba Ghana beji ayarehwe omofa VIP ba ko no masom no ma ba beji ayarehwe edekọ ebinom free Togo eba Ghana ebeji ayarehwe wo medimafo Herbal Hospital utifie eya den emma wonye obi te se Thomas ji akinye na ebiredui no no ankasa de nani kokohui eno ntie bia wo de wo ji akinye ewo mu nea ohia no so beba medimafo Herbal Hospital me cappuccino amete yi so oba medimafo Herbal Hospital na wo be ka kire me se yare we na ade ba ye maba yarasa bia ho ba mienu miensa enan me ho antome ampacho sika obesa no medimafo Herbal Hospital no hwehwe me cappuccino metua sika de amao sanso na doctor ka kire wo se o ba ene opa ene ne meto nchia oba sika wo so otua no onye o hwe wa wie ansa na wagi sika ansa wo ne na to nchia sanso na oba opa awo o si awo no o de ebi krase ye de aba odua ento fro obi ba sa wo soma na afei ye di watem bramjima fo aba hospital obi a wo ntome nwono doctor ba mu awo oba a wo ngoda no doctor mu awo na awaduro no de metem bia me kase awaduro no to say one thought no na say mo amakwa nsa dwase da nyina hunim one thought ade omdi bu one thought no tie miye pa doctor say odi gu anum anajo fa no onu kunu hia mu nhia biem bosome ba ko na dem oso ye chinyefo abrana de doctor time da so beto nchia na obon sa bosome na beso no na wankasa no u tim fifire afa obon sa ukuta konko na ode nam ye busa asa de yan obon sa ye beka kire o say wagye wani so e doctor time da so ensem obi a kidney say ni aka kire so kidney enye ye biem no mpacho doctor time da so ho e na wo ba na doctor ma na otwe makom yensa e na ode ma wo se wo kidney no onam twedi ampo nyankopɔ obo asoro no obo asase na afempo no okenkan 2 Kings 20:7 na ebra odifo Isaiah na yarewa hodo atu atese woni mamu no yeso odifo we tete haban ma na de sa ne manfo yare eno nti doctor time da so awie ebremu no ono nso de haban ma e de sa yare eno nti no aka kire so wo kidney no for na otwe makom yensa wo kidney no oba repair ade ama e wo Yesu dimu sanso na obi a wankasa no wanya stroke na wonya stroke no wano achia pacha wano na achia no doctor ma 3 days me se na makom yensa wano no betene ama wo sa ampa say ye waduro e wo ye memu enu nti de trosam kan bia ye no kure se ye ni aduabane afa haban ne mfa nsa yare no pacha oni nyina aye no kure na nasem o kan no nso abam enu nti o ba me dimafo a anopai ene anopai a me no kase na ya wada no pai doctor atena se e opoku ase mayira Kumasi abu akwa atwoma gogo poku ase mayira Central Region, Eastern Region, Volta, Greater Accra obia eba poku ase mayira usi wo poku ase bus stop wa se ofri sa wom kwan so na eba usi wa aba foot bridge no aba the other side so so ofri ha say na ekwa ba cho ofri circle na akwa poku ase oba bia obesi na obonya ka ho a edo eba mayira de so no so obeka se obesi wo time da so junction doctor oba beto doctor enso e ho na obi a hania wo so Bema henia wo so re tembia no henia no de abo ho safo hene mpacho henia no brana doctor emfa bibiduro mfa ntu ase mfa ma oba fibroid wo so fibroid ye umienu obi de tom obi nso de to awode na chi ni nyina doctor e de bibiduro ye operation e de afiri ho diabetic patient mumbra medimafo ya ba hospital sanso na pressure wo so medimafo na oba bema nso oba da birijo oba bitimi sore ahomache be se no mienu no aba kurom oba be di dwa bia afi oba be fia ba be ye aduane ama bema di no okwabra dura na joa na okwabana ne nso ada na ho na okwabana ne da sa o sori ahomache na ohia ba ma bi na nafono eho ahohona kai na hu se ne yere e na abo ne sansa na dwo no wantumi anya adwuma ye de enkomo ne di si me se ba bia baba ye medimafo aba hospital poku ase mayira eno nti obema afon yare nti bema na afon no fabra no mfa enam akomako enum mfa ntoso mfa 5 days na doctor eden ema wo enam be sa ba frɛ no aba poku ase mayira Kumasi abu akwa atwoma ago eye 0244 77 42 82 ba kono no yeto me no ye 0245 44 95 92 na last number there were numbers ni nyina mu 0500 72 15 I am Dimafo Heba Hospital
Kessben
Besore da se arope chawo mu nyina ba me I shall me know 38 minutes after 8 na media seda ma senator Jumaye Kuono papa esan se no mo policies a wo de aba ne ye kama pa na se but you say one na wo ye wadwuma me say ko register e was senate na woni wo mo enya adwuma mbom why adwuma bi a wo ye bia sika bi a wo nya bia no tete nkakra in forms of contribution na fato senate na se wonni mo a the senate for ye womo akwakofa model be ediaba your friend invalidity pension invalidity pension no the change na no and say we Ghana ni na adwuma wo ye bia no what a contribution kakra the mass senate say womo fa nto ho ba wa every bia obekwa ahunye here say accident na wo benya ana say yare bi na bebo na ebekwa kosi say wontimi anya adwuma bi no kwacho senate fo fa na womo ahwe papa enti womo hwe contribution wadwuma na wo ye bosumi akatua na wo je emisika na wo contribute the ma womo na bosumi bia even though we yare ana accident aba say wontimi nya adwuma bi ahoden ne ho senate fo ankasa betua aka bosumi bia na etimi aboa wo ye pa kwacho wompe we na wo pedian invalidity pension yi ebeboa it doesn't matter wo age wo time on so say wo pension kra no a kosi se ubewuo de so far as wontimi nya adwuma ninti senate fo betua aka bosumi bia esan se wo de wo ho ebeboa wo de ho na ene wa ho hia abremu no esese wo mo so ewo ho edema na senate fo aye we ma mani ajepa eye for lifetime enti anopay wo mo a contributed to senate ene yare enti wo mo aka dem even though wo mo pension time enso na so wo mo ntimi nya adwuma bi no senate fo gusu a wo mo etua wo mo ka boso bia kwacho wo so do wo kohyem bia saa na senate fo be ye no e de ama anopay na ko register with senate teacher ni mo ankasa mo ye mo amadwuma no mo amo ton niema mo amuri adwadifo a mo wodwomu a mo ton niema wankasa wo shop ketua bi na o manage wacho mfa so eba no tibitu ho na the here that senate beba na waba be show mo aboa wo ye pa senate offices there wacho atiate say oh my Ghana mo ba bia for branches ni nyina na no pe woni o mo ni nkomo se wo pese woni o mo kasa so e wo phone so a mo numbers ni 0302 611 622 0302 611 622 na when senate for any enkomo indeed they deliver on their promise na oko social media ne so a senate Ghana and I will be on all the platforms na when you mo edi enkomo and the senate for when you mutu my idea pa awa Mohammed achunase awa machi
yenua
let's say
nyame adom na wo so
radio adom me ho ye Ghana for 7 kancho say na say we late here no doso
enokre we dey this week ebeye the last me we dey ebo na ma say this week dey ebeye the last and then we say insuo toy nti me kwan no so insuo toy nti ema traffic by pa to the extent that I had to do a detour through Abelempe to Alajo ansa na me pia bedru ha nti me am abrem we dey ye be simuntem se no be ya metima bedru
bedase na campaign ko sen
yeguso kakra unim se ye zigzag campaign no wow na answer o can say I confuse you kakra because they say unim bia nipa no ewo yes sana ye no you make sure say the flag bearer beko every single constituency you make sure say the president ebeko every region so President Akufo-Addo started 5 northern regions where we and why all the 5 northern regions obeba na obehihye baby a obeko and also yen kan no ane say obehu say a day before na dia betum say president ebeko ha oko ne yere nso start Greater Accra no oko Adentan o free hono oko gamanche ekokire napo ne yere no ene womo edi womo edi no hye womo nsa ne nekeka hom o free hono ena oguso a wo ye Greater Accra would napo yere Haja Samira ba omi anso ko Kumasi ono so ko Ashanti region jai NDC for omo shake bi kura se unjai na mahama yere ye campaign adentina ono so ye campaign so video no ewo ho me de kura to me wall so obia ebehu NDC emani bia omo kasa adentina okoye campaign na mahama yere kura no eti ho awo nye campaign unja mi ma na omo nye omo campaign naponso eko Eastern region wabakra enra na woti radio so na ochirechire nsemu ne na keka ho and also the flag bearer esaba and crying on a creative arts for Asia ema omo ebonko mo kama nti yegusua ye campaign but kakra bi meba no mete menua yi na o kasa ofre okwankwe of me
yes okwankwe
o say dokua wanye bibia woni ho ne nakeka sanka eno dokanka watu adio mebo nipa no si on free ho o yanwo no ho ne nakeka ho Ghana constitution interest say wo bi ho mete hai me contest trouble.
Yeah.
For the last 7 years, I have lived in trouble for the last 7 years. Constitution actually say obi a watena baby for 5 years it me contest elections. Ghana constitution no any party. You get it. Party crowd it me tam obi crowd be jina baby e ma no contest money ye. Party no e file ni pa na omutimi file money ye. And sanka we friends say Rollins bano. Sanka wa parliament. Senator. Because now when you registered voter at that time or contest elections, the more filing in way, and I acquire transfer or then vote acquire Timmy Abaye MP. So untimu normal see Kashrenye. Dokua is coming to take back the seat. Mameno, moi mamena modern bayan. Moi mu video moi na mo share. Oko jina baby can say one branch executive. Constituency no. Ebisane sa ono NDC ni no ebisane se. Edie na wayama constituency no with common fund. O can say me the talk about my mama me papa. The video is there mukra mo obi oha. Sa nipa no na onko represent your parliament. Onko represent your friends are the good people of Okankwe North. There be. Ade no say musi oba na so oba na ade na ba. Nyina yenko. Oni message bi I run say oba na. Yen yan fa be mama. Ba we dokwa we be ma. Only message.
Kessben.
Obi a wo timi ka kire o branch executive obi sa wo say o common fund no odi ye den ka kire me say na be ya me ko akoye campaign a metima nka say o ye ma o common fund for the last 4 years odi ye say wo say odi talk about man ne mama ne papa. This is what you said. Dokua is winning the seat back. The last elections you winning seat no. You winning presidential, parliamentary and am winning. So it should tell you that this is our stronghold. Your problem with your friends and your internal primaries.
The last 4 years for saying in about
exactly. So no one incumbent MP.
Yeah.
And your core primaries, no. Your intimate iron out your issues after that. So Crawford Bebre Ebufui. She's an MP by default. On one names or be winning. She's just an MP by default. Yanko say oh free her way. No, it's neither here nor there. Or qualifies or be contest to her. Who feel her, what na her throughout her almost her life. Akufado. Before so be call your friends Chebino. Ya wonu Chebio. Ya wonu cry her. What na cry all his life. What na ayawasu east. Meboa. No te ayawasu east. But oko essence Ghana constitution interest utimi ko ukrum. Ko contest. Into ko ni krum ko contest be MP. Obi am say o free ho ni na o free ho ni krom no o free baby what na baby utimi contest o ho ma ni ye that is the Ghanaian constitution tie just asem no.
All right, Mami Chill, Mami Mbra should issues also in parliament about this 4 MPs and the speaker's ruling pending and then we are told say Speaker Backben Bema ruling no plus the recent development in Amenfi Central for the NDC Electoral Commission at disqualify our parliamentary candidates. Mami Chill for 10 minutes now yentua the other issues no eso.
Adia I was here and say the only thing speaker can do today and say bia speaker ebe declare sa Amenfi Central no omo MP no seat vacant. What is the locus of Haruna Idrisu?
What is his locus?
Yes,
or a member of parliament.
Or a member of parliament.
Yes.
O share your friends saying constitution Ghana marapon chere say obi bitimi advocate ni your friends and seat in parliament. So tro come party ni say parliament say me free me party I join any party for ana say party ni tro come say ye yinadi. These are the only instances.
Oh, but what kind 97 no? What kind G and H?
Kind G no? Kind of Ghana Fonte.
No, I'm just asking you.
Me say kind of Ghana Fonte. There is no instance obi free actually on free a party mo on free baby no obi catch say yen nipa no we free party no. One aka say we free party no. That way first say we Cynthia Morrison aka say we free MPP. The question is Cynthia Morrison will catch Ghana for say we free MPP mo.
But I won't contest on the ticket of the party again.
But she is still serving for on the ticket of the party. She is to contest for the next parliament and yet this parliament. Okay, Professor, why you saying? Okay, Professor, why you saying?
Yes, we can.
Or throw a letter come out parliament say my free NDC, my free NPP acquire NDC, my free NDC acquire MPP. Okay. Or throw a letter or call and the following day they declare the seat in the vacant because a constitution is clear. The tosumi you know, Asiama, ye throw a letter, a command say, ye ne free party num. It was a declare vacant. And internal speaker, okay, you can say. The instances no a different. Why did you complain? Why not throw koi? MP no, I can say we free MPP mo. Baby, I know how can say we free MPP mo. Ye MPs me and sano. Baby, and who be I can say we free party no. Was it in the next parliament no? Or be pese or be cop independent. Obi kura say Siama. Ono independent parliamentary candidate and one year net but independent parliamentary candidate. Na party na file no be catch and say ube yinedi. Haruna Idrisu can only go and remove his MP. On the party no ebetima ko trako. Say ye NDC for ye yi sa Peter kwa ochre me wa
Peter
kwa aka ye yinedi. Inti ontimi serve on your behalf. MPP yen can say ye Cynthia Morrison edi ontimi serve on your behalf. I will be back and say who in a free parliament. Yen can sa Ena Cynthia Morrison soon tron command parliament. Say on also we free MPP mo.
The Cynthia Morrison or that's your party member.
On can say we free party no.
No, I'm saying say per your party constitution. Say obiye na dwen say in an election amoko, okay? No contest
erani ofofeti ne your friends. Membership. Ofofeti ne membership.
Okay, so why are you not applying same law more apply to a
It's possible say na ebitimi na kasa na wajai. Uko yina di ene.
At the time I was filing nomination.
Yes, for filing nomination ebitimi free mo. It we filing nomination and the free mo. We are still in talks with her OTA national chairman. Okay. Se omo ekwa independent nyina no no mu di nkomo so ye nyina di ye constitution e kire se ampa se obi eka se me ko independent ko content kra wa yi ni ho adi but there was a trigger na ye tro koma no it was say invite ne pa no etene nkasa na ebisa se adenti na wo free mu de na keka ho wo ye wia wo ya na intintama na wa yi na di sa na ye no Joe Wise ekwa independent no the party called him it was last minute. And a party in the cancer any say one gen to mudia any yinadi. And that was what happened. Ye ni MPs makuma and san ye obi edi em free party no. Omo so embe kanchire obi ase omo free party no.
Kessben.
Omo entro koma parliament say parliament ye free MPP munti ye ko independent. There is nowhere omo trako. Enti Haruna Idris won di ni lane mo. Na wonyi ni nipa ni free ho. Na omo fa galamsey queen no emfa che ye ni problem bia. Yede the nim ene se yen ye wo nipa 137 in parliament 137 the 38th one a independent candidate ono so kan se oni ye betna e wo parliament the okas oni ye betna no ye ko the 5th parliament at this parliament ebe expire on the 7th of January no yen ye kan se ye be pushi obi akọ independent o free independent aba yen akọ file no enti ye ni problem bia ye ni obi an ni twaka bia ye guso a ne nkrofo no kasa nipa miensa no ye mpanimfo ene omo kasa se na be ya on betima atwe omo free mu because omo nkan ne ba bia se omo free party no omo nkan no so omo control come parliament and enter me ma the instance of Professor Wayuseni Wayuseni NDC for the no parliament for Tamale South oba na o kan se me free NDC the following day na speaker declared the seat vacant. And our call by election or ha or contesting on behalf of MPP no Lusui and Obetan baby. Again, a Siama Dianoso, MPP as a political party trokoma parliament to say Nipa Sumesia or better representative for Menafono. Yen days na akano, ye hiano parliament to say on betna yafa. Yena or dear ebai, into yen so ye yinedi. On crown one castle of free MPP bo. Ye can say yined, who can say day na a trok rasa ye yinedino. Oko parliament grantee interviews or no MPP ni urefi ye ka say in every parliament say bi ko wini any ama party no me nka say bi but bi ko wini di ama party no na so me me free party no and a party ne say ya withdraw no ye mpe no ho and ye na free ho ye nka say ye mpe suhuma mpi no ye nka say ye mpe Cynthia Morrison ye nka say ye mpe ye friend say Esiama in parliament ye say ye guso ene omudi nkomo
okay
ye wa rehemu se omobetie na omaba na yina na yakabom na ye de akoye adwuma on Joanna Jan no this is a seat ye win awie it be kra na emwa say EC ekoye bibisa because
more winning at Memphis Central.
Memphis Central.
You have never won that constituency.
I'm even shocked you are saying
yes,
this.
the reason is that the last elections.
Are you aware from 92? Baby,
yes, the last elections gap near saying 4,000. That's the last elections. Gap near 4,000. The last elections. Again,
Nipana you are now filing a new
Nipana
yeah.
Why a Juma over time? This is a personal friend, Dr. Aku. Why me personal friend? Now I deputy registrar for pharmacy council. You know my relationships with pharmacy council.
Yeah.
Now a deputy registrar for pharmacy council. I work for retirement. A Juma papa na ye over time. Nipa wa empower omune na kika ho. Educhem. Me say NDC for grand and nama omu ye campaign amano. Is the reason the NDC wanted to remove that MP.
For the first time, Mube Winnie
me say the ama NDC chinchim MP ninsa. Epese omudi galamse queen neba. Ene say omunim say we friend say Dr. Akun ebe winnie that seat no. Anka nyesa dia anka obi te ho a sitting MP. Na u chinchim ninsa de obi afira abonten na be contest no. Because omunim said the impact sa your friend say ye MP no ye parliamentary candidate no edia boa krom ho no se omudi MP ni ba obe wini the NDC MP will lose and until na ama omo force wa say chinchina maame no e na omode ne ba because o galam say money a odi sika be wuram na so enfa esa say the most important thing is say nipa na omo ho no ahu time na oye adwuma of pharmacy council na enye position kakraka bi o nanso empowerment nipa ode omo akọ police nipa obo omo akọ school nipa omo scholarships na keka ho aditwam enunti obaye na NDC for ho hyehye omo a omo kofa obi baye se ombetu omo empenye sa pa dia what is asemida se national ebefo obi aba se yeyi MP afiri ho because we say yes ye bi in 2020 in 2020 gushegu
Kessben
gushegu ye hu say ye de MP ni kwa
yeah.
Now a deputy minister Dr. Ziblim ye dem say the MP ni kwa NDC betima seat no so ye the way ko Hassan Tampuli onko primaries anko bibia ye ko file Hassan Tampuli manu ko ye so that is why the NDC is trying to change but anka muni papa ni tena se na any Dr. Ziblim
papa no losu primaries he contested in a primary and he lost
court no can say yan rerun is high elections
and exactly
and it was
the party did a rerun and he
omo ye rerun no omo afa na nka ho omo di maame no koye no omo di maame no ekoye no ye friend say unopposed court can say empanimfo no chinchim ne nsa enti sa elections no yentungu de ono contest ye no court say yentungu and I can say yen rerun fufuro Oman rani because per the court ruling according to the EC no omuhu baby ayare rani essence bibi ani wa ekire se bibi sa aba ye de se omudi maame ni na ebo MP ni na ebo omumienu na eba independent ni maame no ye nim ehu se odogo bi enu abe ya winning the seat no it's the first seat ya winning
Mamembra Samba so da mean Samba let me listen to you about us on this na Yemra Galamse ni
Mamencha I think assalamu alaikum and he has been my fighting partner on Facebook. This is the first time we're meeting now. The issue about Kankwe North, I will just advise you. I know you're a communicator for the MPP, so they ask you to come and say it, but make sure you verify yourself.
Who asked me to come and say it?
I can tell you on authority. Prove to me a place, a house, a shelter. Doku attend work for 5 years. I'm just throwing this challenge to you.
So you went to court. You went
so
to
you
court.
Let me just go.
On Doku and
I come back. I didn't interrupt you.
I may not have an opportunity to come. Let
me tell you this.
You're putting on record, say NDC called disqualify unqualified to be MP there.
You see, when I listen to you.
They went and lost.
You know what? I don't interrupt you. I beg you. Let me just tell you.
To tell me.
Since you are communicating, as someone said, tell me which part. Don't feed on lies. Don't feed on lies. I've spent since 1983 Okanko North. Dokua, I know her kid brothers. Into clearly the house Dokua stayed and lived in. Makato said, "Oh, fine, it's not against the constitution. We know you can, but clearly, if you want to claim say what's not Okanko North, that is a false. But the constitution can give you the opposition come and contest. That one, I won't go there. But as far as I'm concerned, Dokua's house or where she lives, Okanko North, no, important one, Okanko North, Tobama Saman. It's close to a church called Rama. And anybody listening to me today from Kingsville or Kankwe North knows where Dokua lived. So clearly, let's not just talk. Dokua is just coming to because she has run for a couple North. Then you see, it's so sad. But I want to dwell on or can be about Teresa winning Chichinga issue. You know, I will take a number, send a full video.
There is a video like that.
There's a full video
that I have come across.
Yes, but it was a meeting. About 2 hours meeting or so. And I wish I will send you the whole 2 hours video and see the laughter part of it and how the whole thing started. People have just cropped that side pair and want to make meal out of it. It's quite unfortunate. I was part of the meeting. I was part of that meeting, not meteor. And that particular but clearly that has nothing to do with your conduct. And I'm in for 24 years. Okanko North has been in the hands of the MPP. What we don't have a borehole in Okanko North until Teresa became an MP. 6 boreholes in the constituency today. 52 beds donated to Achimota Forest in the history of Okanko North because Achimota Hospital your constituency.
Yeah.
And one of the government hospitals that had issues with bed. For 24 years under your tenure MPP, Saki, Fuseni, what have you done in Okanko North? We just had opportunity for just 4 years. We have a website. Go to website www.stillobana.com. Yeah, then you are still Obana because Obana more than Obano or you imported Obana. This is a biological Obana. Teresa Awuni, not Obia Wajana Janamba. You are supposed to account for them. You are clearly. We are not going to that. What has Dokua done for the people of Kapuno to come and tell us, or no, but you see, let me just go back to Parliament and just ask you a simple question because who can be
Mami Tio on the Galamsey issue.
But I want to ask our question. But according to your constitution, according to your MPP's constitution, but Article 3 and 9 of your constitution, when a party, article says that General Secretary John Boydu, it's a statement on Tuesday said when a member filed their nomination, they automatically forfeit their membership per the MPP constitution, Article 3 and 9 of the constitution. So clearly, this kind of probating and reprobating, no, it's not going to work. Oh no, your loss per NDC law, immediately you pick to go independent, you're not part of us. And it's part of your law. So clearly, you want the speaker to wait for you to write to them to tell them, say, you sacked this particular person. Clearly, let's wait and see what Babi is going to come out of it.
All right, we're you on the Galamsey Kakrani and to Infancy. President Akufo-Addo said, Urajo Mahama must be strict with the position of Galamsey. Maminti on Infancy.
I know our work attest to the fact that John Mahama has been very strict on Galamsey. He has made a lot of statements. Now, because this coming from a sitting president who has all the marshals, the chief of the commander of chief of Ghana and leader of our country currently, for you to call somebody opposition leader, sir, you want to know his stance on Galamsey, tell you clearly that you failed as a president. This shouldn't come from you because in our manifesto we've made statement. Our portion, we've said what we are going to do as far as Galamsey is concerned.
Yes, but President, my contest say in one breath, o say mobile power, mobile jai, or more yachichi or mono, egumono. 2, ube biemoa, ube sabo moa to aswaye. Now, on the other hand, you stand on campaign platforms, you campaign against the government and its candidates. Stating say, insioni idea say. So you as a presidential candidate, what is your stand about this whole fight?
The stance is clear. It's part of the manifesto. I'll go there. But maybe no, in some John Mama can about say about Obeyi Sankrofon. I think that statement Otu for the same thing. So those boys who are arrested are not those behind the galamsey. I have a video. I can send a video on TV3. TV3 then they play it what Okufo said. Say some of them are innocent. My brother, I have a video. I can send a video to you, and I'm saying this on Kessben and a small platform. Otunfo, there's a video of Otunfo saying they are not responsible. But let me tell you one thing. If you want to understand the root cause of every social problem, you focus on those who benefit from the problem and those who suffer from it. This statement alone tells us, I was part of a survey, and these boys, I went to some of this management, and clearly it tells us that these boys who go to the pit are people who are unemployed. These are people who cannot even come to Accra to get a concession. They can't even buy generator, not to talk of excavator. These are the people who are languishing in jail. If indeed we are nipping this at the butt, why are still galamsey going on? Kofi Annan can be, and I think that's the reason why this party or NPP government is finding it difficult to fight galamsey. You see, I say political will is an oxygen without which reforms cannot breathe. What Nanado currently is going through is that his statement about fighting galamsey is rhetoric and hypocritical. Let me start by saying one. 2019, okay, Nanado General Simpeso say he knows how to bring the economy back, not dead people. We live in a situation where today water issue is becoming an existential threat. You can't ban galamsey because also ban we can't get foreign exchange from it. But yet you are somebody who said the life organs are important to you. And John Mama has made a statement clearly. And Osatrancho said they lost. Who said MPP lost in the mining constituencies?
Very well.
Who said that? It's clearly Nanado interest, his parochial interest and party interest is more than the national interest. It's the reason why he's not fighting galamsey. The reason why he can't look at Charles Bisu and Chamawu Tume and Co. and tell them the reason why he can't implement the recommendation. The American say, Seba galamsey, me Jina Simpesu be and find your politics because one. Recently, I think doctors Kotok by Alugoshi, a fence and Edical Lab. They found out that it contains some level of cyanide. This yam can fall on a plate of NDC and MPP. But clearly, what I'm saying is, even if NDC is beyond Galamsey, Nanado, you have the power to start cracking their way.
But I say thank you. I want Mohammed Maminti on Nayenko.
Just a few minutes. On where your friend saying Chinchinga comment. You don't need any full video to say OBC agent Hose. Your branch executive bako ese me common fund me de den me de to kebab ma wo ma me ne papa omo amuti e kire mo se ye bebu no. This is the voice from the person no kai obi tie kire kura se ye bebu no
ababu ana
o anti video no
o video no
video no ebi wa who said bebu no me pacho Richard me pacho bo video no because minimum more ha. Okay, say me to kebab ma wo me ne papa. O backup vocal be etechiro say ye bebu no. The only thing is say ye hwe ho. Baby a otikura ya asphalt.
On ma mete.
Area ho nyina ya asphalt okrom ho.
Awa.
Me say ya asphalt obi a onim obi.
I'm coming from New Better. Why lie? I'm coming from Kakwe North. New Boy Town. Zongo Development Fund kura koye mechanized borehole amamu. Zongo. Where is it?
Zongo, your first New Boy Town.
Can you show me where?
Mechanized borehole.
Where?
But I'm showing you the place.
I can tell you, I can challenge you today. I know where it is. I even parked my car this morning in front there.
You know where it is?
It has never opened since almost here.
What?
I'm telling you, and I want to tell whoever sent you the message. That thing has never, even not a cup of water.
This is the place I'm not for the last 7 years. So I know they be New Boy Town La Paz. When you know what I'm talking about.
When you came to a colleague funeral in my area, me say funeral.
Me say Dokua.
Stop lying.
Dokua. We need that seat in the because
Maminti solely on President's comment on Galamsey na your fancy.
So President I can't your friend say he's upfront with it. What you nyina adwen abesi say Mahama efahin pa na waka say obeba ne galamsey. He has never mentioned it anywhere.
Go to the manifesto. Go to the manifesto. Can I send it to you?
Me say
the manifesto. Can I send it to you?
Ghana for manifesto dey so be
he has said it. He said he's going to ban it.
Somebody does it. all Kasa interfere, you didn't.
President Akufo-Addo, why your politics are chair papa, or teacher, and was say, Mahama, what you in your basu say, Mahama and cancer over Manigalam say, oh, baby, a da. The Mahama kind say, or more concession a yajeno, or be more concession no more Samba Bakibium. It is something a Mahama kind. Mahama can say, or more yachi or mugalam sino. Court the Oma Kotu Efiaseno, court na nyadie, or bar, or be more amnesty no more Samba say yes you. This is former President Mahama's policy. Again, Kokubuahi, Akwatna UTV, Aka, say 2020, or Koena or Cancer, Moon Saints you no Namuntu Maeno. Ampa a resource more any substantial President Anka say you lose considerable number of votes. President of Brofo Ghana Haye can want to Brofo. President of Brofuche, President be Abagana Hanyina. President of Kufado to Brofuche. Because on Canada, I was say we even nearly lost Takwa. And Panso Takwa they came close to winning to NDC because Kokubwa Hene, Dr. Tony Obin, free Takwa area hono. And take a catcher so Mundi Galano, Namuntomai, a bar, Manyamu freedom, Nina Kekahon. Enti Galamse dear, Unsanaba Namwaka. Na maybe expect to say be free one also because a very important say yan share will be a manifesto na ye hu hwan na what the blueprint na na ba na mo say ono yen pipini but o say ye ka obi a obetimi ha ye galamsey adwuma dia just go and pick the MPP manifesto and see the watro the Dr. Kwame atro say oni ahemfo no na nsan mu ano wo kra wo ye galamsey adwuma no uhu say wo fighting na ohene nka ho utimi fighting da. Even Ukraina who ye campaign because what start here who co sites no what kind say we na ahemfo no nka ho a enye Dr. Kwame say okwa geological survey for be ko ho na omako akoye survey hu say e wa ha na afra ahemfo say momra yen simplify ade no na ema mu license na munye community mining na say na bia mu mabunu na betimanya adwumaye nti o chena ye kokurom ho na insurance say a forest na say a ye be che ohene no because ohene no bembo wonde na otimi aye mame fo ntwato ukọ ba bi te say enchi enu nko ani kuro a me te say in the western north yen ye galamsey ho because ohene ne mpene uji license free him ba yen mpene ma untu kurom ho asafo no yes asafo no kra na emwo ombe ba bebu apamo ofiri ho. So I know you're very important in to say Dr. Baumia who say for the last 7 years when the boss did keka ye chimkrofo ye do muko na keka hono say yemfa him for nye yemfa police ni soldier kran kochi obi abiom and one say that him for nye na e kire omo a na e ma omo regulation na ye beto gold no ye beto implement papa ma omo no omo dia ye gold no enu nti Ghana for episode mubusa former President Mahama e fa hin na ogina Galamsey no obetu ase anase obejai obeka bi kwakubu ahe edie na wo ka kire kwakubu ahe enu very important
for your time somebody Royal Mohammed I'm grateful you guys mami na wase why me time na so na me famo enzia I'm sure that saying I don't pay. Very fast that be my Sade can pay Sade for that room. One more the elephant ointment no and the about what we general body page what possible yeah we are. Wachika siya ya na eya we ya wotena so chipia na wo nine so peja sasa bro teacher wacharo pe wadro elephant ointment no necessary with the twitwi waposo na ebeyi ni nyina no ya no ebeko elephant herbal mixture there wacho wa koko ha one day over burning sensation waist pain constipation we am what wacho ni nyina yo hawa ababeso e wo so dia adopay herbal center for akofa elephant herbal mixture dia ba say no nombi a ebeboa wo ye pa powder ne dia pacho etu koko na se prekope especially made for pounds senti adopay ma wonsa enkabi say wo watemane ne patemu akọ Little George Pharmacy ewa Shaman Ecos Pharmacy enkoko ubenye bi ewo ho Hillside Pharmacy, Omega be at your fever. I feel one crying, so I will be called Kaishi Drug Lane, Comedia Enterprise, Case Walk Herba, Repast Ventures, and I feel Tinated Herba, Honina will be at all, Kumasa for Meko Misty Herba, Happy Dunk Herba, Freddy Mens, Ewa Keo, and I feel Mama Becky Munino, Ewa Hua, Drew her, Obenya be at all for ASA con 0244 153 511, 0244 153 511, and after 0557 99 7797, 0557 99 7797. Now, when it is a day, can you come on and pay? Yes, I'm Kwame Appiah Kubi and Saturday. I must come for a chance as a papa and the Appa pay. When you match it,
Kwame me do so.
that is a
Oh, nyamia do moko na so e.
Radiado.
Yeah.
Be so be ho ye pa.
Yeah.
Send you come.
Me da se.
Kessben.
Remind Abba.
Da be any day. To the bia na abem.
When you mind come.
Me da se papa pa ebusan for yeni kan emfa enchia sonko emfrim Imaskon Estate Ghana Limited aso ye na baby bia na wo hwe afidi kasie. Any baby bia wotie afidi ni yemfa emrew. Na Imaskon Estate Ghana Limited de bia yetaba wakachi no bedi nkomo sonko efa yensase papa ye ton ya ye bon dawro sade be ya obi bia ra wa ye krado se wo pass ase pa to no mpema so sem bia wa akire no wo betimi enya asase pa bi ato wo ya me kan eye promotion sonko ane ye ahye so na ye shase August bosome no ni da na to so edu enko 19th August na wo ya me kan bosome ya ebei ni da to so enwotwe eye 8 November ana sa promotion eye no yade nyina beba na wie ye enu nte no ye kansa ma na ma woto e se dani dani ye taba wa se ye ba mo nchen ene mu bedi nkomo fa ye nsase papa ye ton no ebusia ade papa de eno ana de bia mba me ka cho se wo so timi ehwe tra kwa na wodi akire na wotumi koto bi sade be ye na wonkoto sika enwu de biarata Imaskon Estate Ghana Limited ya ton sase de ma Ghana adehye ene ye customers over 32 good years enye. Over 32 good years enye. We be biada ni hwa we customer wa to asase. Ya wo to asase ni ewie ye no. Asam aba eche de biara da. Anem 32 good years ni no. Obi biada ni wadi akogina court. Obi biada ni wadi akọ police station se bia wa asem nti no. Wa pese ya ba ni be yi ano. Na we nyina no eche se Imaskon Estate Ghana Limited. Yansa se ya ton Adam papa yesi ediama amanfo no na wei eche se enokwaredie eni ensiye ana afani paundo eni nyamesuro ane yede eye yadwuman se enkante sa enkanya de Salance Commission for bedi atomu nuanum ama yenkrata ama certificate to me se yendi fanton ensase ewo enkamantam ema Ghana adehye abusia over 32 years ni ayeton ensase approach for a soldier for immigration ni prison service for one of ye adwuma e wo bampo adwuma no dani danya ye koya nsase ne so a ebi ni ye ekoto ensase ne bi we ya me ne wo ekan a soldier for ababeto bi ya sa abroma hyase wonom ayom adwuma e wo so na mamimi sa wo se wo nim sade ye nuanom a soldier for wo mo se very disciplined wo mo dia ho hyeso de ayade bia number 1 ewo madwuma nim eno nte no wontimi mfa sebu akwam so enkwa dada soja ni say wamra meto wade wamra meto wasase eno nte na we che say Imaskon Estate Ghana Limited yansase ayeton no yade na misoni ahunidie mapa ana de aye adwuma eno nte menuan sa wotie me sa wo pa babi pa bia to asase sa wo pa asase pa bia to asase a woto wi a mansu se bia ne akire asase a woto wi a woni landguard ni bia ni asam landguard ni bia ntwento magina wo so emeku de bia rada woni busuani bia so eni akira asam woni afei wo bibiara animan so twen wo asase no che se yankrata asam eye janium enti sa wo to asase ni wi a enya afei ana wo sa bebre minia enti sa wo pass as pato wo pe omo besi dan papa edi amawdi a eni enko baby foforo emia nkwa data enkwa baabi ebebo otuo enkwa baabi obetua sika na gu enkwa baabi asam ebeba ekire nemom bra Imascon Estate Ghana Limited evi say yedi ho ninti ana over 32 years ninu yaton ensase wa bra yenya court case ana yenya asem yadam ewo yensasa yeton no echi baabi bieda wo bi agye no masim na efre sadia be ya question bia person bi sa wo echi no eno nso ekwan da form ya wo betumi ebisa ye no ma edi kan no eye 0553
0553
840 646 0553 840 646 and 0553 838 730 0553 838 730 afei 0209 155 437 0209 155 437 ebusia yensasa yeka wasemi ewo chopoli na chopoli amikan no ewo Greater Accra region yada any voter region baabi amikan ewo Dowenya kwan so Dowenya kwan so amikan ho ena Central University wo ewo nso ana Sagleme Affordable Housing ewo wudi free samia mienu amapotin ekwo chopoli baabi Imascon yensasi ewo no is just a stone throw chesa ekwan wasisi anu wako nu waba de biamba me catch us say minionu emampo de betima asobo me ade ana betima bo ampenuma kwaba minia be man so betimi de ball ato na so nu aye trottins abototas akwaba afa chopoli wa me kan no eho na Reverend Sam Kranchiankra ye bodman say Apostle General eho no wasi asodan kese ye omta ye mpai bon ma what would insa Shiloh City and Shiloh City afei ya sanso ene eye new airport city no a ye ba be se ne foforo no ye no onum ana ebo hye amanfo 41 mo tade say yensase ne esune doso enu nti amanfo binom edikan aba betobia yesisi o matan ehonum edi ama wonum ya wonum etete wonum enu nti ba bia me kan no yensase ne so ensuo ene nkane a eye available tata afei ya demarcation ya yi akwanyina de ato entamu ani ya dwi ensase no so dada edi amount sade ya be ya enya afei ana uto asase ne wi a wo kwa akobo pa na ukose obi no akope grade ade akograde so ya di kan agrade so dada ani ya tu abura kase enso ewo Imascon ya asase ne so ewo chopoli wonu manu nteno sa uto asase ne wi a enya afei ana ukwa akochina pe ensuo nso ya tu ewo asase nso ye ntoma eno nso ya de chew why ne ton sase wo Ghana no ma wo be ye wadoe kase a eti sei ebusa yensase wo chopele ya kan wansem no one plot no enkane no na eye 30,000 Ghana cedis nenso na me no kasai ya gine ho ntini ya teso e de aba 18,000 Ghana cedis 18,000 Ghana cedis eye titiskanum 180 million said ye be ya ebeya fo ediamao na watimi atobie afensa wo per half plot nso a eno nso ye betwa ediamao eno nso enkane no na eye 15,000 Ghana cedis nanso ya teso ediaba 9,000 Ghana cedis titiskano eye 90 million said ye beya wo betimi atobi na we nyina echi no ana pani woda Imascon anom wasi watie amanfo sufrem said ye beya betimi atwama wato ntino wasi di kan never aya 3,000 Ghana cedis 3,000 Ghana cedis we de kwa pam dada anima aya 30 million di kan fa no beto asem na we de eno to asem na we do valid ID card about ebra betu 3,000 registration enti we wie wenu ani ye do kwa asase ne so ni akwate we de edi amount ni ama akwa no wa hyasem na wasi udan ewo so ane mpo company de opesa wo ye bia no na wa ye ewo so onsa wutia 3,000 na de ye 1 plot 18,000 ebeka 15,000 15,000 akanom and ye did 1 year which is 12 months and esiwo ni spread the ediaman say busumi bia no watua kakra ekomi say 1 year ne besonom na 15,000 akanom so no na nyame ye dia no watua awiem afei ɛyɛ 9,000 cities dia no nso ɛyɛ half plot no sa wo de 3,000 to as ɛbɛka 6,000 ɛno nso yɛde bosomi nsia ana esi wɔ aspɛde ɛde ama wo menia wo de abira tv no so na ɛbira social media nso bɛhwɛ yɛn sase na yɛka ho asɛm sɛdeɛ ɛbɛado ani bɛhwɛ abɛtumi nsampa sɛ ɛnsase na yɛpɔn wo tawuro no ɛyɛ nsase papa entabusa de 3,000 to aseɛ ni yɛkɔte wo de ɛde ma wa na wan yɛ ne de ɛsoɔ na de aka no woatua ne kakra kɔm sɛ wan yɛ no bɛso no woatua awiem entimi ne a wotia me wei deɛ wɔbi biara no a wɔyɛ saa me se promotion yɛyɛ no on the 8th of November yɛ bosomi ɛbɛn de ɛtɔ so ɛnwɔtwe ana ɛbɛkɔ na wieyɛ ɛno nte no bɔmmɔden a ne ka kyɛ wo nua ɛne obi a wɔabrɔkye sɛ ɔmmra na wɔmɛtɔ mefɛsi yɛn nsase no ɛnyɛ adeɛ so a hɔ bi ɛwɔ so wotɔ a wotiri ayɛ yie wobɛkɔ aba no asase da hɔ na wababa bɛdevelop no abusua yɛn nsase a yɛka wɔn sɛ one plot no size no ɛyɛ 70 by 100 70 by 100 anaa 100 by 70 ana half plot nso no ɛyɛ 35 by 100 ana 100 by 35 yɛ office no ɛwɔ Sprinters Road yɛwɔ Sprinters Road hyɛ no nso ɛnyɛ baabi a no mesi yɛwɔ Sprinters Road 18 junction yɛne allied filling station ɔkwan no so no ɛna ɛdi nhwɛnimu yɛbɛnka FC baabi a motɔn aduane no enti deɛ no mese twa to yi monkeka mo mmom sɛ woyɛ bosomi adwuma anaa nkwankwa adwuma na momfrɛ yɛn yɛbɛba mo office ane ma bɛdi nkɔmmɔ na manya kwan atumi bisa question bia tampa sɛ mbisa na moatumi atɔ bi yɛ number ɛtwa toɔ no ɛyɛ 0553
0553
840
840
646
646
0553
0553
840
840
646
646
ana 0553
0553
838
838
730
730
0553
0553
838
838
730
730
and 0209
0209
155
155
437
437
0209
0209
155
155
437
437
Imascon Estate Ghana Limited and Sase Perfie no bra ne betobi yedamase
I was having that saying, I'm a fast that be Senate. I don't pay Senate, yeah, I want with Juma strong copa. Now, Senate is something more money. Woman, she say, no backo, and it's a name old age. Until other UTIA pensions. Now, I don't pay we will be or contributed to Senate for the rest of your life, you know. Oko pension as Senate for other Roma. Womobeko swa tuya woka kosise ubeko wuwomo. Enuchi I don't pay se wonfie no edru 60 na wo retire. We are rest assured pass abosomi bia. Esa wo Senate contributions a wo ye yenti. Senate for ebeko swa tuya woka bosomi bia. Na afibia nso wo mo hwe edintumu edeka ho se de beya. Economic difficulties inti usika no nso ebeko nanim ebube peja kakra. And paying for chow so why we were juma for who cautious in it no buy juma so na we ya for chow for who shame mo amoya nkran juma nyina no mo make sure say mo bosses ahodo ni nyina no register mo with Senate na afei emfaso ati say no won so won sa etimi akabe and pay Bora Senate office be mo na register na become a contributor today enya dia obo no ho da biara da emfaso die bebre na no ana ewo so say wo betua Senate na ebeboa Odachinti and pay Senate on 0302 611 622 0302 611 622. Now when it's Senate for any incomo, but your terms and conditions apply. And in Shishayano, Ayana, what you saw at the Amawa and the Amayan. So, social media and so at Senate Ghana and Ubenya Wabona when they were more interactive and deliver on their promises. Mamima imbustaba Mr. Fuache na mema womo akwaba. Obapa Maakye to saying
Nyankopon adom, Mr. Speaker.
BBI fine.
Crystal adom BBI fine.
That's right. Yeah, that Kedi Ampasi. I don't pay. Ma yenin komo en free imbustaba Mr. for asweye.
Mr. Speaker, me da wase ebusuafo ye na Nyankopon asese ne nso ode ache ye biemu na afensu ye mama kwa babiema dwumade kese ti se so unim se mama imboost otemen kase dia na chese ye imboostable Mr. Police ni na dro a free sharp herbs na me no mienu ye betwetwe ho komo na ya boost ye immune system ni ama ye nipadua na apomode mapa se de be ya nipadua na nkasa betimi asore na wako edi nyare wanyina so nkonim ya meta aka asem bi mesenye de bia na wose nipa wo yare a wono odro etode wo se ade bi wo ho ebe nipadua ni ma nipadua na nkasa etumi nya ahoden ejina ho akokudru so no pam no enti se wote ho na de biara da je se dro ro nipadua mu ana de bia de ketua bi aje se wono modro na chese immune system no eni ahoden papa na se immune system no benya ahoden a na twa se onum imboostable mixture ya sanma ne se police ni na dro ni bi na aboa apagya nkwamo na ahoden na etumi akon adinyare wanyina so nkonim number say didi juma 0246 20 84 96 0246 20 84 96 and now 0540 01 13 71 me pacho unya number si na ofre ni a obetimi ene yen abonkomo imboostable mixture your herbal shop license chemical shop pharmacy biemu no enye na ebo no so de eda fombo kwa obi atobia ebo na pomden ma ni tumi ejina na namonso ye ka imboostable mixture eyen hama enubra enuan hini ene ade aye adroi na adroi natural spices bebre ewomu a chese ni nyina no ehwe ebusie immune system na ma na nya ahoden na asa de dwuma sonko bebre ewo nipadua ni mu eno nti wona onom imboostable mixture di adanse ese omankasa nipadua no etimi ko edi nyarewa nyina esunkonim ena obi so a onum bia onyare ne se ebo ne ho ban efri nyarewa ho eno nti imboostable mixture de nya oyare nko na wonum bi oyare o onyare o etwase wonum bi mimpo de ya mitufo se nipa bi a wotiati asefo atasi so na nkwamwa wo mu de e wo senka bosumi bia wonum imboostable mixture bottle bako na adebo nipadua ne ho ban esan se nipadua no enya apomden na obetimi asori akoye adwuma eno na betimi enya onya adaje anaso benya apomden ni asomdwe e de ahwefie se nipa yare a ya na adwene na tension nyina akọ ne yare so na se wo pese wonya apomden mapa na yare ntimi metu mpofiri mu a ade a wo se wo bo ho ban yie pa eye nkwamo ano eye wo immune system e wo nipadua nim no eno na bo ahwe edi nyarewa nyina esunkonim imboostable mixture boost immune system no na eboa ama moje wo nipadua ni matima de afurusane yie ofa bibi te se saponisa ewo imboostable mixture mu a enu se nhwe unipadua no sugar dodo a akomu na ahwe se emuru nipadua ne so de nipadua ni hia pepepe ena be regulate na se be maintain no de ama no eti enuane a ye dia end product eye sugar ana se glucose no se dose wo nipadua ni na se wonum imboostable mixture ni kra saponisa ebehwe ebe control no said de ebe ya sugar na emedoso eti se wutie mi na bia wo de na adoso na wanya diabetes a ye kanfo imboostable mixture de amount se wo doctor dro na de amount no men fancy wo ode nom na se be ya unipadua no betimi anya ahoden anya apomden na immune system na timi asore no wako edi diabetes ne so nkonim na wo sugar na kofom nti no nom imboostable mixture no adanse bebre na ewo ho afei so ofa bibi te se cholesterol be nipadua mu a se dose bebre a na se kwakọ for how ana oye ne dia brain padua no eno nti se wutie mi na ampese o cholesterol na be kosoro ana mpo wakọ hospital doctor se o de no ekosoro a obenum imboostable mixture na ebe ma na aba form nipa bia wo kọ wanim onyini wo kọ wanim na se wonfie no ekọ nanim ya na wapomden no enti se obi a ya wo ne foforo ana obi oye babunu eno ntini ya na ye kanfo imboostable mixture e de ma ye papa mo ye maame no mo bo mo ase meto ase twetwe me pa me nantini me na ase hyehye me ya na ye monopause maame wunya imboostable mixture ye ka ho asem ya e beboa amwa disane o mani nyina esunkonim me nua me ma mo so timi bisa se imboostable mixture mama me nom bia e be ye dan na de amamie imboostable mixture e boost be ma immunity di amano no be ma bi o ho no ma ya na ne me ma sem kofom ni nyina ne se stress adults wo ni padua ni mu stress stress no dɔɔso saa na okosie no ma ontimi nya adwuma yie obi wɔ so so krampo na ya na yɛ flames amaman ebi mu so kra timi tena se omoto so yɛ adwuma ɔtene to so saa ɔnsɔre nkɔ baabi ɔntene ne mpom ɔnyɛ hwe ɛyɛ sɛ timi ma bɛma ma masɛm no so ɛkɔ fam ebi wɔ so ya na yɛ infections ɛnam yare ne mmoa wanketenkete bi aba nipadua no aba mogya ne mu no ɛno si etimi kɔfa ɔhaw ɛde brɛ wo ma masɛm me nua bɛma wutie me no madu papa ɛde apɔmuden ɛbɛbrɛ wo ɛyɛ imbustable mister ɛna ɛbɛyi saa nneɛma bɔne aba nipadua no mu nyinaa free hɔ ewia na de natural strength sɛ bɛma no ɛde ama wo enti imbust deɛ wo no ma side effect bia enim ɛnɛ yɛ nneɛma ɛkɔ n'anim wiase kɔ n'anim enti adwuma baako no ɛnso yɛ ɛho sika no esua enti nnwuma ne akeka abɔ so bebree ɛnso nka nipa wɔ sɛ wuti eni kwan sɛ wo stress wo ho pii wɔ sɛ nka wutimi da wonya bread ma wo nipadua no relax nanso nam sɛ yɛnya ne sɛ enti no ɛnɛ yi stress no adɔɔso no nipa bebree na ɔmo immunity no anaasɛ ɔmo immune system no ayɛ weak ɔmo nkwamwa no ayɛ weak sɛ stress ɛdɔɔso wɔ nipadua ne mu a ɛno timi wiki immune system no wopɛ sɛ woyi stress a ɛduru a yɛkamfo ɛde ama wo ɛyɛ imbustable mixture nkuto ne kura tinis a sɛ ɛwura nipadua ne mu a ɛsɛte barriers anaasɛ ɛyɛ bibi te sɛ osi akwan ɛma infections bacteria virus a ɛkɔse sanyarewa ɛde brɛ yɛ yi eti sɛ bi a wotie me na sɛ kakra bi a na kyɛ sɛ wanya cold kakra bi a na wuti kakra bi a na wo hwene mu sɔne ɛna deɛ wada ne so ayɛ no ɛnya asɛm ketewa cold no baabi a befa bia na kyese ye hwenu mu tena na atini nsuo medofo yi nom imbustable mixture no fa boost immune system no entena se enyare ansa na wakoto imbust ba ye adanse apia free mu eye bebree ye wo nipa no binum na omo so omo da HIV omo da HIV nro so omo nom imbustable mixture enei kyese omo di adanse so omo nya ahoɔden a saa yare no kra entimi ndan ne ho adi wo nipadua ne mu adanti aso obinya esa ya na ne nkwamwa no na ewo enu nti na yare bia ba nipadua ni ma enkoda no enti the moment obenya eduro bi ti se imbustable mixture de be boost immune system no obehu se na saa emmoawa na se immune system no enya ahoɔden enti omunya ahoɔden sa no mutimi eko edi saa esi mmoawa no so enti se ya nanse a entimi magi nipadua ni mu moso eye diarrhea entimi magi nipadua ni mu moso enti me dofo me pa ment na fie na misa me se anase adwumam na misa me se adenti na wo si edro imbustable mixture no etimi ebetimi aboa wo ako ede unyare wa nyina so nkunim se nipa enkwammoa eye week na se yare betena ne so na enkode a hunu se nipa nkwammoa enya ahoɔden a yare ntimi metena ne so se nipa nkwammoa enya ahoɔden a yare na eba na nani eden sadien ya nipadua na ankasa etimi sɔre ekotia no enti wotia se a ɛwɔ sɛ wo ma immune system na wo nipadua nim no etumi eye adwuma ma wo immunity na Yankopɔn di ama wo sɛ ɛmɔ ho ban firi nyarewa ho no ɛwɔ sɛ wotimi ɛma ne ɛyɛ adwuma ɛdema wo number sɛ didi dwuma ɛyɛ 0246 20 84 96 0246 20 84 96 ebusua imbusta ye ka ho asɛm ebi wɔ herbal shop license chemical shop pharmacy bia mu no ɛnyɛ na ɛboa no so de ɛda fom bɔkɔ a wobenya bi atɔ ɛwɔ baabi a wo bia no shane nso se ehye green and white box mu metro manda ho a apagya dade ya tro imbust ne kase de agu ho ene asa nso atwo police ni na drone no de agu ho onsaka bia cap ketwa na ehye so no obenum 2 anopa 2 awia 2 anwumre na adiwa kagina mu afei so ye de imbust pharmacy abakuma se kode ofe so kwan ne so a methodist asori dan na ewo ho no obehu se imbust pharmacy ewo ne hwe ne mu pe mo amutu nro ton se ye heba se ye abrofuduro edro bia wo pe na wo kuma se ne mpatem no ko imbust pharmacy yenro no eye papa na bo no so da fom a wotɔ a wotimi tɔn na wonya bi edu emfaso de tua wadwuma ye foka o pese oni edi dwuma se ye imbust pharmacy se ye imbustable mixture frɛ ye ɛwɔ 0246 20 84 96 ana 0540 71 01 numbers you frɛ ni abenya ye do sina Mr Speaker so asa kan say imbustable mixture de ya pomde mapa ena pomde mapa se imbustable mixture ena so police ni na ye tie ka imbustable mixture no do me say oppose ni na do Mr Speaker me dasi
yeah that's it.
Kessben.
Appiah,
Yeah, Kwame.
Maakye.
Yenua.
That is saying.
Nyamia domarakwa. Yeah, bibia fine pa na. Fine kwen, fine pise. Kwame yeni na ali di birthday. Kumasi for na yiyama.
20 years.
Yes, 20 years.
I'm saying
ye dear pa na so mo yo mo ho so mo do mbetwitwi Kwame. Obi am premo mo da.
Say me who say wo mo akati cake no na t-shirt a wo mo share nefe especially yellow ones no
yellow ones no
ye make share ye nro a wo di twitwa pictures no
Kwame
mo amaye bi
so mo amaye bi ye ne te ha saa kofo busa ba no mo ba se ha yes so mo teacher t-shirt ne ba atie for ne ba et most of the programs ye hooking no an kofo fi say ye na hanso e no mo ba na obu chase t-shirt
anya himsan mzani kuranya arrangement no na wo monyewe
na ye bedi ye de nyame ya adoma next year
okay
yes ye bedi ye de pa na anya 4 years na ya de bedi bo bia isi ha bedi ma ye Kwame ya ye bedi ya de e mo bia isi ha bedi ma ye
we de anu ode o ma adwuma ne
Kwame
zani kwa boys ni say you say de be ba
ya ba e mo bia isi ha me cheche bi dem Kessben 2021 Remember the second person me kasa wa obi anu onu history ni cheme e mo obi ameka history bi amai Ali Baba de di kasa me na me kasa second na me te ha bia e shasie bia Kwame from day one to konko minim e mo obi isi ha e ma medical history bi ache ye ni me history o ma yi ama o mo nyo mo de aha ye 92.9 yati ase Kwame Mr. Lucra.
Omo ni say. Na t-shirt we dey come.
Fe pa Kwame.
O say me pe white pa. But and yellow ne catch him.
Yellow dey fe pa. E ti abra me dey before kwasha multi credit 25th anniversary. And I say me dey breaking news. Dey be CBS. Say ya me want to say ordinary days. Ultimate shirt t-shirt. Chebia holiday and weekend. And I'm saying me me peso bi bisa me say e dey tina t-shirt no ma ka twa say 25th no me save about credit 25th year da so di
yellow t-shirt mo mre ba mo fa me say o say abu ina mo pe bi ho na ka me sraba me nko ame ho na
obi aso pe bi
obi aso pe bi the new grad ya ni ti we dey be sure mo famra why
mo famra keke mo anu ya mo famra keke ya ti ase
na ba me no ase da o chere ba e be di nkomo Joanna Jan nsem na ko e bebre
electoral commission ye no be because I have a president and then person me bie romam e fa jeji question ni issue na ba Cautioner and for the court petition over the court. Say your court, say your court, the constitution, a DNT, and a day. My woman who so no way, dear, more ye. Yami at what
right with us. So, my man wishing Juanita Appiah Kubi a very big happy birthday. Seba nursing school and our war at a pay. Celebrate you, Juanita. It's your birthday. God bless you. I wish you the best of your new age and your new endeavor. May the good Lord grant you strength. Now, me wishing Jerry, grandson, Eddie Man, Nana Coco. Tune for us here. I don't pay. I wish you a very big happy birthday, Jerry. It's your birthday, little Jerry. I mean, sure, happy birthday to you. We celebrate you. I don't pay. Aaron Kwame, aka TT Boy. It's your birthday this morning. I don't pay. Aaron, happy birthday to you. Oh, Papa, do my minion. Young wish.